Here's two muscles you should not train. Number one, your obliques. Training your obliques is so stupid because it takes away from your V-taper. Think about it, if you were to make your waist thicker around the sides, you're gonna look like a fucking cinder block. So how you can avoid training this is don't do any twisting movements during any ab workouts. Only train going up and down. Number two, don't train your traps. When you get traps that are too big, they overpower your shoulders, which makes you look smaller. Here's me without big traps, and then here's me with big traps. You notice how it made my shoulders look a lot smaller. So don't do this shit. Instead, focus on spamming lateral raises. This way you can get a wider V-taper.
The reason why you're training your obliques is kinda dumb is because you're already training your obliques every time you train abs. Primary function of your obliques is to assist during rectus abdominis section, during your abs movement. That includes rotational movements too. But even if you train your obliques directly, it most likely won't blow up your waist because obliques covers very small cross-sectional area, which by default means it has a very limited hypertrophy potential compared to some larger muscle groups. Under assumption you're as lean as you can be, your waist size will be primarily determined by your genetics, by your rectus abdominis and obliques insertions, muscle bellies, and your pelvic structure. And I won't even bother explaining not training the upper traps part because he's basically telling you not to train certain muscle groups based on his own physique preference, based on his own perception of what's aesthetic, based on generic fitness industry standards, fitness industry vision of what aesthetic's supposed to be. Your goal physique, your idea of what an ideal physique is supposed to look like is subjective. Just to give you an example, I personally find physiques with blockier waist and well-developed abs a lot more visually pleasing than guys with super narrow waist and wide shoulders, because that just seems generic to me. Blocky waist with well-developed abs just looks more powerful to me. But again, that's just what I prefer. That's just what I find visually pleasing. But your idea of an ideal physique might look entirely different, and that's perfectly fine. But to conclude this whole story, whatever muscle you want more visually developed, you should train it directly. You should provide direct stimulus for that muscle group. If not, don't train it directly. It's that simple.